Welcome to another great video. This is Rick from Gfix Creative. In today's tutorial, I will show you two things. First of all, how to color correct your image using curves adjustment layers, and I will also show you how to color grade your image using adjustment layers. But before we get to it, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and activate the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our future videos. And if this video is helpful to you, don't forget to like it and leave a comment down below. Okay, I've got this image open, and what we're gonna do, we will color correct it. Of course, the image is not bad, but we will use curves adjustment layer to make sure that the colors are right and that the image is ready for other works in Photoshop. You will notice that this image has got a kind of yellowish tint to it. And what we're gonna do, we will quickly color correct it so that it's ready for something. Okay, we will go down below to the adjustment layers button, click this, and we will select curves adjustment layer. First of all, allow me to delete this, sorry. Okay, we will have this. What we're gonna do, if you don't see this, if in your version of Photoshop you don't see this here, you simply double click on this and it will open somewhere on your screen. Okay, what we're gonna do, don't pay much attention to this because we're not gonna go into a lot of details in this, but just to go quickly over this curve adjustment layer, the different properties here. Okay, this part of the curve here represent the shadows, the darkest part of your image, and this spot here represent the brightest spot, or if you want, the highlights of your image. For example, if I push this here, you will see that this will brighten the image. Okay, and if I move this here, it will darken the image. Okay, and just to make you understand, and we will not get into those eyedropper tools here because it's beyond the scope of this tutorial. Okay, what we're gonna do, we will use this auto button to auto correct our image. If I click on this like this, you will see that there's a slight change in the image, but that's not what we're gonna do. I will undo this, but I will hold the Alt or Option button on my keyboard and click like this, and it will open this window. And as you will see that the activated thing here is enhanced brightness and contrast. That's what happened when I clicked on this auto button here, but we don't want that. What we want is to change that to fine, dark, and light colors. Look, when I click on that, what happens to the image? You see that? I was here, but when I click this, look what happened to the image. And the image is corrected, the colors are corrected, and I can just click OK. But before that, don't forget to activate this snap neutral midtones also, and then click OK, and I'm done color correcting this image, and I can go on to the next step and use my image. Okay, in this second example, we're gonna take this one step further by color correcting the image. But first of all, we will do this kind of practice here. We will add a curves adjustment layer to this image. Okay, curves adjustment layer. We just did that. I'm holding Alt or Option on my keyboard, and I click Auto. Okay, this will open this, and remember, it is the default right now, so I will change that to here, and look at that. We were here, and when I change it to dark and light colors, that's what I get. I press OK. Okay, then I will add another curves. Sorry, let me delete that. I will add another curves adjustment layer to this one. Okay, but before doing that, I will activate one window so that you can understand how we will color grade this. Let me just click on this. Okay. Okay, very good. Anyway, in your version of Photoshop, it might be somewhere here, but if it's not here, just go to Window and you will find it here. Okay. Let's see what we're gonna do here. First of all, this is we just added this to color correct this image. But now let's work on the color grading part. Okay, what we're gonna do, but before that, let me just explain a little bit here what's going on here. We will not go into this eyedroppers here, but let me explain this part here. Here, this is the darkest part of the shadows existing in your image, and here it is the brightest part, all the highlights in your image. Let me show you that. If I push this here, you will see that it brightens the image, okay? But if I push this here, it darkens the image. See that? Okay, we will use that to have an advantage here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just click this and move it just slightly to about here, so that I can add a little bit more contrast in that image to about here. Okay, right. So far we took the image from this to this. You can also use this button. Okay, this button here will show you the before and after. Okay, the first part is okay, we work on the brightness and the contrast of this image. Okay, the next part is that we were on the RGB. When it's on the RGB, what happens is that it controls only the brightness and the shadows in your image. But if you click on this drop down menu here, you will see red, green, blue. What I want to explain you here is that that's why I brought this window up here, this panel up, to show you what happens in that in that thing here. For example, let me switch to the red. If you look here, here is the red. The opposite of red is cyan. Exactly. Okay, if I click here, I put a point here, and then I push this here, look at the image, it goes towards cyan. Okay, let me do that, and let me just keep it here. Okay, just so that you see what happens. Let's see, for example, let me undo that. If I click, I select the green, you see the green here, my color panel. The opposite of green is magenta. Let's see that, whether it's true. Click one point, push this here, magenta. Okay, let's undo that, and the same thing for the blue. Sorry, for the blue. Here is the blue here, and the opposite of blue, it's yellow. Let's check that out. If I click that and I push this here, the image turns yellow. Okay, we will use that to have to our advantage to color correct this image. Sorry, to color grade the image. We already color corrected the image. Now we will color grade it. Okay, just let's do that in order. I will go to the reds, and what I want to add a little bit of magenta into this image. So what I do, I click once, and then I push that just a tap, just like this. I want to add some cyan in the image about here. Okay, then I will go on my greens. Okay, remember green, magenta. I want to add a little bit of magenta into that image to kind of bring it about here. Okay, I will go to my blue. What I'm gonna do now, I will look here. Here is the blue, yellow. I will bring that a little bit slightly towards the yellow to here. Look at that. I took the image from this to this just using the cursor adjustment layer. Isn't that cool? Isn't that beautiful? So what I'm gonna do now is that I will just add something really create this layer here. Okay, and then a new layer. Then I will select my brush tool by pressing B, or simply coming here and clicking it. I will come here and select a grayish color about here. Press OK, and then I will make sure that my opacity is set to, first of all, set that to about 80%, about here. Leave the other things where they are, but that's okay. And then I'm going to brush around here with that color. You will see what effect that will create in just a minute. Okay, all right. Then what I'm gonna do, I will bring my brush back to all the way up to 100%, and then I will completely cover this border here. Okay, I will explain what I'm doing right now in a few minutes. Okay, in a few seconds. Okay, here we are. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the blending modes, click on normal, and then I will go to about here on soft light, and look at that. Look at that. What I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to bring the attention of the viewer more towards the center, towards the model here, instead of the attention scattering or looking around in that image. Look at that, from here to here, here to here. Okay, let's just sum this up and see. Okay, okay, this is the image, the original image. We added a curves adjustment layer to color correct it, and then we added another curves adjustment layer to color grade the image, and then we added this vignette to make the image pop even more. Okay, that was it for this tutorial for today, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more of those great tutorials. And if you like this video, if it is helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button and also leave a comment down below. We read all the comments and we answer all the comments. Don't worry about that. Until next time, see you. Bye bye.